Hello my dear learners, welcome again to my today's lesson. And before I start, if you are watching this video and you haven't subscribed into my YouTube channel, please consider subscribing and press the notification bell so that once I upload a new video, you get it on your phone. In today's lesson, we are posed to a problem from the topic of gradient and equation of a straight line. And the problem, it reads, the line 2y plus x is equals to 1 is perpendicular to a line L. Line L passes through point 1, negative 2. Determine the equation of L in the form y is equal to mx plus c, where m and c are constants. So we are told to determine the gradient of line L in that given form. So what we need to understand here, we can get the equation of a line when we know the gradient of that line and at least one point of that line. And since we are told to find the gradient of line L and we know the point where we are given 1 point, 2, negative 1, then we are in a position to find its equation. So we know 1 point and we don't know the gradient of that line. But using this relationship of perpendicular line, we can get the gradient of line L. So when we get the gradient of line L, now is when we can get the equation of this line. So what we shall do is, there is a given line 2y plus x is equals to 1. We are told it is perpendicular to our line L. So we shall express this one in terms of y is equals to mx plus c, so that we get the gradient of this line 2y plus x equals to 1. So let us do that. So 2y plus x is equals to 1. So for us to get the gradient of this line, we should express this line in the form of y is equals to mx plus c. So this coefficient of x will now be the gradient of this line. So when we do that, we can get the gradient of this line to be, so we first take x to the other side. So it will be 2y equals to, it is positive. When it crosses the equal signs, it will be negative. So it will be negative x positive plus 1. So our aim is to remain with y only. So we shall divide by 2 all through. Divide by 2, divide by 2. So we get y is equals to negative 1 over 2 x plus a half. So gradient, we can say gradient, which we can denote it as m1. Gradient of this line is equals to the coefficient of x, which is negative a half. So for now, to get the gradient of line L, we are told this line whose equation is given is perpendicular to line L are perpendicular. So we have to bring the relationship of perpendicular lines. And we know that perpendicular lines product of the gradient equals to negative 1. That is m1 multiplied by m2 should be equal to -1. So our m1, we have gotten it as x. So -1/2, not x, sorry. Our m1 equals to -1/2. So it will be -1/2 when multiplied by m2 is equals to -1. So m2, when we solve for m2, we shall get it is 2. So the gradient of line L is 2. So you can say gradient of L equals to 2. So now we know gradient and we know one point on the line. So we can find the equation. So we can say take general point, call it x, y, and this point here to -1. So we can express the expression for gradient using the 2 points. So we shall say gradient is given by changing y, so it will be y minus -1 divided by x, changing x, which is x minus 2. So minus becomes positive. So it becomes y plus 1 over x minus 2. So this is the expression for gradient, of which we know it to be 2. So it will be y plus 1 over x minus 2 is equals to 2. We can call it over 1. So we can cross multiply. So when we do that, it will be y plus 1 is equals to 2 into bracket x minus 2. So we can open the brackets on the right hand side, plus y plus 1 is equals to 2x minus 4. We take it to the other side. So y is equals to 2x minus 5. The question was asking, determine the equation of L in the form y equals to mx plus c. So y, the equation is y equals to 2x plus minus 5, minus 5. So this one is in this form. So this becomes the equation of line L. I hope you have followed. If you have got any question or any doubt, please comment on the comment section. Thank you very much.